Hello, thank you very much for joining Truth TV. And we, as we told you, we are very much focused on education and letting you know more about prospects in education. And today we have in the studio Mrs. Dorcas Hazel, a representative of Bronston Canadian Academic Program. She's going to be telling us about how this program can be a bridge between those who are looking for certain qualifications in order for them to be able to pursue a tertiary education either in Ghana or Canada, and how they can do that. And so she is a rep of that particular program, and she'll be telling us more about it. Thank you very much for joining us, Mrs. Hazel.
Thank you.
How are you?
Thank you. I'm good.
Great, great. So let's talk about you first of all, so that it doesn't sound too foreign. Yeah. So you are Ghanaian?
Yes, I'm fully Ghanaian. I studied at Canadian Secondary School.
Nice.
And went off to Canada to study nursing, actually at McMaster University, as
Good.
I said earlier.
Yeah.
Years after, I joined Bronston Canadian Academy as a representative, and also deal with their curriculum development where nursing is concerned. So I'm very much involved in those who come to us and want to study nursing at university level.
Okay.
So that's really what I do.
Right.
And that's been my focus.
Right.
So I think, being Ghanaian, knowing our education system, knowing what nursing education means to most people today in terms of whatever their goals may be, I kind of think it's time to sort of bring that program of helping students bridge the gap, first prepare, then enter tertiary education and the nursing, to do nursing or whatever program they want to do. I support that as well. But nursing is the focus for the purpose of this conversation.
Awesome. So, but what is the Bronston Canadian Academic Program generally?
So basically, our program is sort of, I usually say it's like the Ghana, you call it, I make it easy to explain to students. It's basically like your WIAC. That's what we use to go to university. Okay. So after, in grade 12, you would, after graduating, you get what they call the Ontario Secondary School Diploma. Okay. And that's what you use to go to university. So our program basically has been designed, this particular BCAP program has been designed to help international students technically to transition from their own program. So let's say you did WIAC, you didn't do so well, or you did WIAC, but it doesn't meet the requirements. You did well, but simply don't meet the requirements for the program of your choice. Yeah. You can join us due to the flexibility in entry, points of entry, to make it possible for you to prepare to gain admission in your own program. I would say that's the gist of it. I see. In terms of, it's just preparing students for university admissions. Yeah. Yes.
And when they get prepared that way, can they school here in Ghana? Do they have to go to Canada? What are the...
Absolutely. They can decide to school in Ghana, or they can decide to school in Canada. Of course, in Canada it's expensive. Of course. Cost is always an issue. But if they want to study in Ghana, all they have to do, and I've helped students do that, they have to do what they call credential verification. Okay. So once we've issued them the diploma and their transcripts, they'll take it to the Ghana
Tertiary Education Commission.
GTEC, correct. And they would in turn contact us at our school to verify that the students legitimately took the program with us. All we do is check student files. If you are on our files, we know you did the program. We write to them or email them, and that's it. They would let you go forward and take your program. We have a handful of students actually that have done that transition through us in our university as we speak in Ghana.
Interesting. And so how different is it from trying to rewrite your program, your courses here, if you don't get them, so that you can just go straight with the Ghanaian WASI?
You can. You can basically rewrite if you feel confident enough, or, I always say, and I've been asked that question several times, I know of people that have tried to rewrite for years and they give up, right? Our program does not we don't have external exams. We are sort of a continuous evaluation system.
I
We
see.
work with students one-on-one. The results you get in class is the results that lead to your university admission.
Okay.
It's not an easy program,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
Because you're expected to apply yourself. It's about knowledge and application. So if you can prove to us through presentations, to your teacher through presentations, defending, so to speak, your knowledge,
Yeah.
then the teacher is confident that you are prepared to, move on to university and handle university work. Since Bronston was started, we've had lots of students who, take our program and are in Canada studying. They come to us in Canada to do the program, or they take it overseas and come to Canada, and they've all been successful, mostly been successful in completing their tertiary education.
How long is this program?
Our program actually is unique in that we are flexible.
Okay.
So we don't have how do I put it?
Stringent or rigid
exactly.
classroom.
Yes. Technically, we usually finish the program within 6 to 7 months.
I see.
It can be a touch shorter if the students can move very fast.
I see.
And it can be a touch longer for students who need a little bit more time.
Yeah.
So, yes, we work within those. Now, the parameters that the Ministry of Education in Canada gives us is that each course must not be shorter than 110 hours.
I see.
So, based on accreditation requirements, we have to make sure of that. So, our courses, it's not left to the student to decide, did I do it for 2 hours? No, it's designed to cater for that time frame.
Okay.
So,
And how long have you been doing this program?
We've been doing it since 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see.
And most of our partner schools are in Nigeria. We have a partner school in Kampala, Uganda. And we have, I think it's Nigeria and Uganda as well.
And Ghana here, what's your partner school?
Ghana, we just actually signed a partnership with Bloom's Academy.
Okay.
They're a high school as well.
Right,
so that's our current partnership here.
Interesting. So let's know, what's the cost involved in running this, taking this program?
So the students that take the program to stay in Ghana to study, we have created a special, scholarship for them, and that would cost $2,600 US for the entire program. We certify you, you enter university. So let's say you want to study nursing at the university level in Ghana, you're having, roadblocks, and because you're not meeting the requirements. Or you're transitioning from business to do the science, you can come through us. We will transition you to, going to science so that you can qualify. Yes, so the program will be 2,600. If you're coming to us, you're skipping the Ghana system and coming to Canada to Bronston to study, that would be, I think it's about 14,900 and change for the entire program, US dollars.
That doesn't include visa and all of that. It's just
the entire package.
With visa and everything.
Visa and everything.
Plane ticket.
No, the ticket is you're on your own with the ticket, but the program, accommodation, meals, this and that for the academic year, which is I think about 8 months to 9 months.
Wow, that's
so
about 14. You said
14,000. Let's call it $15,000 US dollars.
Okay,
yes.
nice. And so you in Ghana currently, you said you have a partnership with Bloom's Academy.
Correct.
Right, where are they?
They're located at Spintex.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a school. It's actually a high school. I think they have, the young ones as well, primary to high school. But we just signed this partnership, so they're going to just start.
Right. And then with Heritage Christian University College, the Center for Professional Studies, what partnership are you looking?
So we're looking at a partnership. Their interest is mostly the preparation of pre-nursing students into the nursing program.
Okay.
Most importantly, those who have business type qualifications and would like to transition to science. Because the Canadian program allows for that transition quite smoothly, as long as you pass our little entry requirement issues, you can transition. And then, of course, you have to work hard because it's a big transition to maintain, your grades to qualify for university here.
Right.
But yeah, that's what Heritage University is looking at.
That's nice. And so far, you said this is purely online.
It's purely online. However, when we enter into, that's the reason we like to do it in partnership with other institutions.
Oh, okay.
So that we can blend
physical.
it. Yeah, so that we have a physical location. So it runs more as a blended program. So it's worked very well when we can do it in a blended program environment where students have the option to come physically to class and have a teacher physically to talk to go through the program. Now, the Canadian side would also have lectures through Zoom. You have pre-recorded lectures online as well, but then they have lectures live also. However, doing it in a classroom format where the students come to sit, physically, does promote the success of the program.
Right.
So we prefer the partnership. If a student decides to walk to us and do it online independently, we are not opposed to that.
I see.
But we point them to partner schools close to them because we know they'll most likely be successful.
And the Ghanaian amount, the $2,600 that you mentioned, what does it include?
So $2,600 is for those who are taking the program with us and attending Ghanaian universities.
Okay.
That includes basically their tuition. Also, we have the OSSLT exam they have to write.
Okay.
Now, let me stress, it doesn't impact, it's not like the SAT.
Yeah.
It does not impact on their results or anything like that. It's a literacy stats that the Canadian education system collects.
Yeah.
If the student does not do well in the OSSLT, then they are required to do what we call the OSSLC, which is a course that's, you didn't do too well in the literacy test, so we will have to go through certain things with you to make sure you're grounded in English language.
I see. Oh, that's exciting. And so what kind of courses do they have to take?
Basically, we have a huge array of courses from social sciences, the humanities. We have courses that are engineering, computer science, healthcare. We have a special course for those who want to go into nursing. It can be an elective because I quite understand the Ghana university system does not accept that for university, but it can be an elective. It's sort of like a bit of a nurse assistant thing, but that is also gives you credit towards university entry. We have
I see. So many courses.
It's basically like doing YA.
Oh, I see.
Just Canadian.
Right. And but if somebody, for example, is coming to do nursing, you said mostly Kenyan students would love to do. You prepare them for nursing. Yeah. So they would need to have some WASI courses.
If a Ghanaian student wants to do it, and they have WASI. That is most preferable. They've already done that. They come to us. However, if they don't have the WASI, but they can prove to us, through their documentation that they have completed grade 11, which is year 11 or your SS2. To go to SS3. If they have successfully completed, then we use that to admit. Now, they may have to work, do a little bit extra work if they can't handle the work. So it all depends on that individual student. But they must have at least completed SS2. Preferably SS3.
I see. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, so how do people contact your website or any?
So basically, now it's easier to contact me through WhatsApp. We also have a Facebook page. Unfortunately, we are revamping our website, so it won't be up and ready. I'm told maybe Friday will be good time for students, but find us on Facebook, Bronston Canadian Academy Facebook, or contact me at +1 +1 289 776 6950.
So mention that again.
So +1 289 776 6950. That's my Canadian number, and it's WhatsApp, you'll
Right.
get me.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't you have any Ghanaian number?
My Ghanaian number
Yeah.
actually is not the best.
Okay.
It's,
So you
it's
want
not.
so
I
WhatsApp.
believe in soon, so
Right.
there's no point.
Exactly.
Yes, WhatsApp is the best.
Right. And then you said on Facebook is
So
Bronston
Facebook,
Canadian
Canadian, yes, Bronston Canadian Academy on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Right.
But absolutely just WhatsApp,
Yeah.
send a text
Yeah.
through WhatsApp.
Right.
Fine, I'll take it and we'll go from there. If I have to direct you to a different department, I will.
Right.
But I definitely handle all those
Right.
issues.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank you.
It's a
Thank
pleasure having this kind of education. You know, the frontiers of education know no bounds, and everybody must do whatever they can in order to access quality education. Don't be limited by anything, because you've got all it takes in order for you to succeed. And education, as Nelson Mandela puts it, is the greatest weapon to change the world. And so you must do everything possible to have this kind of weapon in your hand to be able to cause the change that you so much desire around you. And so we've had Mrs. Dorcas Hazel, a representative of the Bronston Canadian Academic Program, speaking to us about this very essential program for those who want to continue their tertiary education either in Ghana or in Canada. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. Bye for now.